guys, Jordan_Slicer11 here. Welcome back to a new episode of Nomifactory, and this is episode 26. And today's episode, we're going to be so busy, so let's get straight into it. In between episodes, I crafted up another new schematic dynamo. Let me show you real quickly. New schematic dynamos are used with the. I think I also moved it around, but I crafted up another new schematic dynamo. I moved it around a little bit, but I have a ME interface with diamonds on the with exporting into these newest schematic dynamos. And right now, I don't think all of them are running. Yeah, this one's only running at 750, 650, and 6,250. So they're not all running 100%. This is the charger that I have. I'm gonna grab this. Why not? Put this back up here. There we go. Okay. And then we also, in between episodes, we crafted up 5 acceleration cards. Acceleration cards are pretty cheap. They're just advanced cards which take electrical steel plates, fine aluminum wires, and calculation processors mixed with fluix crystals. And then I put 4 in here, and I put 1 in here. So put 1 in the crystal growth chamber and 1 in the advanced inscriber. And I crafted up some more tools or more components that we need for A2, but we're not going to get into very much A2 today. Most importantly, we're going to start getting into polyethylene. Polyethylene is basically used for everything. No, I'm just kidding. But it's used for a lot, and we have to get into it. It's a lot of chemical reacting and stuff. There is polyethylene, right? What is it? This one, ethanol and polyethylene. So we're going to try to get this quest done. We're not going to be making a distillation tower. We're going to distillation tower quite yet. We're going to be holding off on this, but we are going to be doing it through the brewery, and I think these are distilleries. So no distillation towers, but yes, distilleries. Anyway, so I pre-crafted, because I know we're going to need a bunch of these. I pre-crafted 4 stacks electronic circuits, and I used 32 or a stack and 32 of them to make 32 electronic processors, which are the second tier 2 circuits. I also crafted up some ender fluid conduits. Ender fluid conduits are vibrant alloy wires, pressurized fluid conduits, which we already had before, and then conduit binder. And we're getting this is where the vibrant alloy ingots, we're using the vibrant alloy ingots in order to make the vibrant alloy wires. Yeah, okay, so we have a stack of this ender fluid conduits, which we need today. We also crafted up 16 energetic alloy cables. Energetic alloy cables, in case you guys forgot, is rubber, and energetic alloy wires. Energetic alloy wires we're getting from over there. And then the advanced. Oh, that's an achievement. Nice. Anyway, so I upgraded this basic fluid extractor, to an advanced fluid extractor. The fluid extractor. It was relatively cheap, just stuff that we've made before. I also went ahead and crafted up a. Where is it? Yeah, I crafted up a normal pipe for the extruder shapes, so we could make normal extruder shapes using steel, because I needed this in order to make the electric pump, the MV. Oh, geez, sorry. Jeez, start talking super fast and then I can't breathe. So let's take some of this energetic alloy wire as well that I crafted up, and we're gonna put these processors and everything over here, and these ender fluid conduits over there. So our goal is to make polyethylene today. Polyethylene is going to probably be a pain in my butt, I'm not gonna lie, but we need it for a bunch of nice things. And yeah, I'll get into it in a second. But first things first, what we need to do is we need to make the polyethylene, which requires oxygen and ethylene. And oxygen, not too bad. I have an idea for oxygen. It's going to require using furnaces, but we'll get into that later on. Ethylene, we're going to use ethylene. In order to get ethylene, we have to use a chemical reactor with sulfuric acid and ethylene, or ethanol. Ethanol isn't bad. We're going to distill biomass. So distilling biomass into ethanol, and in order to get biomass, we're going to brewing machine, sugarcane. in order to get biomass because we have our sugarcane farm, so we're going to use sugarcane. Although I think plant balls are more efficient. Let me see. I believe plant balls are more efficient because it gives you 180 and this only gives you 100. But we're going to just probably keep the sugarcane for right now. Just because I'm kind of too lazy to just think about anything else. Yeah, so I need to make all these machines required in order to get this. I'm not sure, did I mention how to get, oh yeah, I mentioned how to get ethanol, right? But not sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, we're going to chemical reactor sulfur and water. Sulfur, if you remember, we're getting from the Blaze DML system down below. Yeah, and are we full on this? No, not really. We're relatively full, but we'll be alright. Anyway, so I'm going to jump straight into grabbing all these items. I plan on putting them right here, so I expanded it out a little bit. I plan on putting all of this polyethylene machine processing system right here. So let me craft up a bunch of items that we're going to need, and yeah, I'll be right back. So after crafting for what felt like about an hour and a half, I crafted up all of these machines. I crafted up an ME fluid interface. I crafted up ME fluid storage bus, a trash can for fluid. The ME fluid storage bus is just the ME fluid interface with electric pump. I am so done crafting electric pumps. I crafted up, let's see, what else? What other machines have we probably not seen before? Maybe the distilleries. I crafted up advanced distilleries, which I crafted up 2 of them. Not too bad. Just these electric pumps suck in crafting. Electric pumps are probably the worst. I crafted up 4 basic breweries, 2 fluid filters, which take zinc foils, which take zinc plates, which take zinc, which zinc you can get from zinc ore. And then we crafted up electric pumps, which we've used before, mechanical crafters, which we've used before. Yeah, and here we are. There we go. So we have, oh man, a million things, and now we gotta set them up. I'm kind of excited to set them up because, yeah, it should be kind of cool. So very first thing that we want to start out with is probably, let's see, what do I want to start out with? We're gonna start with these breweries, just like that. We need to power all this stuff too, so we're gonna need a CEF. Come on the back of these. We'll probably power all these up. Yeah. So we're gonna need CEF. We're also gonna need to be able to power these, and we're gonna need to be able to get ender chests, which we played ender chests when we used lime. And to get lime, we used what did we get? Bone meal and cactus, and cactus you can get from Omni coins. Yeah, these Omni coins, these Omni pennies, you can turn Omni pennies into cactus. And then I smelted it up and got what I need in order to make these, and 2 ender chest limes. So we're using lime on the ender chests. What I want to do is maybe grab some conduits. How many conduits do we have? End steel. We need the ender fluid. We need the item conduits. And we're gonna need more ME conduits for sure. We're gonna need more ME conduits, but we'll get there when we get there. So, the very first things first, we're gonna want an ender chest. Insert on what? Brown? Right? Is this working or no? Oh, we want this to have a higher priority than this. So this should fill up first. Is this going? Yeah, okay, it is going. Cool. I was like, this is pretty kind of slow. I don't remember it being, like, this slow. Anyway, so now that we have access to our, what is it called? Whatever that is. We need to, let me grab a few more building blocks, I think. I need stone, and I'm going to need agon. Alright, I'm gonna build this real quick. I'm gonna figure out how I want to set this up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so update for part 1. Alright, so here we go. I figured out how to use the... So we had to craft up a medium voltage transformer. Medium voltage transformer. Just one of these. They're really cheap. We've made one before, I believe. But we're using this in order to power these basic machines because we cannot power basic machines with... these are energetic ally cables. We cannot power these basic machines with energetic ally cables. So I'm using 8 times... oh, what are these again? I can't read them right now. Conductive iron cables. Yeah, right. So, conductive iron cables are powering the basic brewery. I'm using a end of warp to extract water on blue. Extracting water on blue and inserting it on blue. And then we're extracting from all these on brown. And brown is going into this advanced distillery with a priority of 1. And then this is a steel drum with a priority of 0. These both have basic fluid filters of biomass. We have our inner chest right here, full of sugarcane. Sugarcane is being extracted on green and inserted on green as well from all of these. So now all these basic breweries are making biomass at a really, really low rate, but biomass is then being biomass is being put from these machines into here, this advanced distillery. The advanced distillery is then making, what is it making again? I forgot. Ethanol, right? Yeah. So it's making ethanol, and then the ethanol is being put right here, which has a storage bus, the fluid storage bus right here, with a partition storage. Well, it doesn't have a partition storage right now. Give it a minute. Sorry. All right, hold on. Once this gets done, it goes into here. And then, well, let me just grab some ethanol real quickly. There we go. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so I don't know. Don't click on this after, but this filled up with ethanol, and then I clicked, and then this fluid storage bus is storing ethanol, and then I have these cables connected from down here all the way over to my Miami system, just like this. And then let's see. So I have this right here, the steel drum connected to ethanol, and then this is a ME fluid interface, which grabbing ethanol and sulfuric acid. In order to get sulfuric acid, we have an advanced chemical reactor chemically reacting sulfur dust and water. Water we're being extracted from over here through blue, and then it's being inserted into here. And then we all as well have a ME interface with sulfur dust, and sulfur dust is then being grabbed from here to thrown into here on green, I believe. And then this is being advanced chemically reacted. Let me find it real quickly. Nope, not that one. I think it's this. Yep. Nope, not this one. Sorry, this one. This one. So sulfur dust with water is giving us sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is then going into this tank right here. This tank then has a partition storage like this for sulfuric acid. So that's why we have sulfuric acid right here. And then we also have this connected. So this is an ME conduit. Sorry, this is kind of all over the place, but this ME conduit right here is connected to this ME interface, and as well as connected to this ME flux cable into this ME fluid storage. And same goes for this one on too, the ME fluid storage bus is connected to the ME covered cable, which is connected to the ME conduit, and then the ME conduit is brought up to right here into the ME fluid interface, and the ME fluid interface is full of ethanol and sulfuric acid. It's grabbing the ethanol and sulfuric acid into here on green and extracting it, inserting it into the advanced chemical reactor. The advanced chemical reactor is taking sulfuric acid and the ethanol, and it is making ethylene. So ethylene is which one we want, and then it's also outputting, I forget what it's called. I think it's probably right here. If I guess, nope, it's not. Let me put that back in there. We actually have a lot of sulfuric acid right now. We're overproducing sulfuric acid. We are underproducing biomass. Really underproducing biomass. We really could use some more, a lot more biomass actually, but it's alright. We'll get there eventually. We need more ethanol as well. So the ethylene and yes, diluted sulfuric acid. So diluted sulfuric acid is obtained when you take ethanol and sulfuric acid, which is what we're using in order to get ethylene. Because there's, I think, a few different ways to get ethylene. No, there's not. There's a few different ways to get ethanol, and there's a few different ways to get sulfuric acid, I believe. Yes. Water and sulfur trioxide. Sulfur dioxide. But this way is by far the best way, is using water and sulfur dioxide. But this advanced distillery is distilling diluted sulfuric acid that we get from this process over here, is distilling this at once it obtains 3000, and then it is integrated circuit on configuration 0, and it is configured and its output right back into the sulfuric acid. So basically the sulfuric acid is on a cycle and it doesn't use very much, but what does use a lot is this biomass, and in order to make this biomass, it's making what, I forget, ethanol. It's making ethanol. That's what I keep forgetting the words, or the words for these. I'm just gonna put this torch right here, I believe, for right now. I'm also gonna leave some space right here for this for ethylene and whatever this is. Don't remember, what is it again? Diluted sulfuric acid, which we probably won't need it, but just in case, we can put this fluid storage bus on these. So I'll probably end up putting it right here. There we go. And so we can put this ME fluid storage bus just in case we need ethylene for something else. But anyway, this is only part 1, and I'll be right back with the part 2 of this contraption. After about an extra hour, I have now completed the processing of polyethylene. Alright, so where do I even begin? So we had all this bottom part, but I ended up editing a little bit of it, so I'm just going to start from the very beginning again. So we have the medium voltage transformer that's powering these conductive iron cables. The conductive iron cables are powering this basic brewery, which is getting sugarcane and water from over here. Sugarcane and water from in here. And then the sugarcane and water, or not sugarcane and water, the output, which is biomass, right? I believe is biomass. It should be biomass, but it's very slow. So the output that is biomass is then going into this specific steel drum, and then this steel drum has I have a pump cover on the advanced distillery. We are distilling biomass into ethanol, like this, with a integrated circuit of 0. This system right here is then being pumped straight into here with the fluid pushing into the steel drum. The steel drum is hooked up. It is ethanol and is hooked up with the fluid storage bus. The fluid storage bus is then taking it into this fluid ME fluid interface, or the storage bus is also just letting us access it from our storage system, basically. So, and then now that we have that, we need to describe how we're getting this sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is being created in the advanced chemical reactor. The advanced chemical reactor is using sulfur dust used from the ME interface, which is extracting on green and inserting on green as well, and is also receiving water from over here. this water right here is then going back into here, or is then going into here. Water and sulfur dust is making sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is then pumped into this steel drum that is full, completely full actually, and this also has a fluid storage bus with sulfuric acid in it, and it is being connected, or yeah, it's connected up into this fluid interface with ethanol, sulfuric acid, and ethylene. The ethanol and sulfuric acid is being extracted from here with a basic fluid filter with sulfuric acid and ethanol with an advanced chemical reactor into a advanced chemical reactor with sulfuric acid and ethanol. Both these are on brown, in case you're wondering, with sulfuric acid and ethanol. And then this is creating, I believe, ethylene, right? Ethylene, ethylene, and let me see if I find it. I forget what the other output is. Ethylene and diluted sulfuric acid. Ethylene is being extracted or inputted into the steel drum on the left, and then diluted sulfuric acid is being put into this one, which is being pumped, I believe. Yep, imported from this pump cover and being created into sulfuric acid, which this sulfuric acid is then being pushed into the steel drum. So this, the ethylene that is being pushed from this advanced chemical reactor into the steel drum is connected to a fluid storage bus with ethylene, which is connected to the ME system. The ME fluid system that has ethylene right here is being pushed into this advanced chemical reactor. But let's start with the top system. Now that we've explained the bottom system and what I've went over, let's start with the top system. The top system has a cobblestone generator. The cobblestone generator is then going into an autocrafter that's autocrafting furnaces. We need autocraft furnaces because we have to macerate them into stone dust. And there's very few little ways to get stone dust, but the best way that I found for sure is by pulverizing not stone, because stone's actually kind of hard to get. You can't pulverize cobblestone either. So the best way to get it is by pulverizing furnaces that you can just use in the cobblestone generator. It skips a process of smelting down this cobblestone, basically, and then it's faster. So to make furnaces and then be able to macerate these furnaces at a quick level is so much quicker. And then the furnaces are being pumped or extracted from into stone dust into the advanced centrifuge. Advanced centrifuge is turning the stone dust into silicon dioxide dust, which is put into a drawer with no upgrades. And then on top of it has a drawer controller. And then to the right of this is a advanced electrolyzer, and it is pumping, I believe. Yes, it has a conveyor cover. A conveyor cover which is importing silicon dioxide dust from this drawer, and this has two outputs. The first output being it is outputting silicon dust. I have a void upgrade and a storage upgrade up to 32 times for the silicon dust, and the other is a oxygen. It is oxygen, and yeah, it's being exported. Yeah, because this one is being pumped up or being extracted from the machine up into the drawer, and this one is being using a pump cover to extract the oxygen into a steel drum. The oxygen in the steel drum is then being extracted, I believe, or imported by another pump cover in using an advanced chemical reactor, which is also taking in the ethylene from this ME fluid interface with a basic fluid filter for ethylene. So the ethylene is being pushed into this advanced chemical reactor. The advanced chemical reactor is being integrated with an integrated circuit of configuration of 0, and it's turning into polyethylene. And then polyethylene is then being extracted with a round robin enabled into both the advanced fluid solidifier and also the steel drum. Yes, so cool. So we did this so we can make polyethylene sheets and also polyethylene like the liquid, because we're going to need the liquid as well, and that's why we also have a fluid storage bus with polyethylene attached to it, and there's just connected just like this. So it is usable for the ME system, and I believe I probably can actually use it in the ME system, but I can't see it, so I'm not really gonna mess with it right now because I don't need it yet. But this is being extracted on black back into this storage bin, or this storage drawer, which has polyethylene sheets and no upgrades either. And then yeah, so now the only thing that we're missing, respectively, is a ME storage bus to connect to this drawer controller, and then I need to connect it up to these wires, ME conduits wires right here. And also what we could also do is maybe extend this out a little bit like this, maybe a little bit more. Yep, just like this. Perfect. And then I'm gonna use this as a wall, so we need to place these agon blocks just places where I don't need them, just like this. Just to make this all look all nice and neat and pretty good looking. Just like this. Yes. Perfect, just like that. Yeah. So now I have this whole wall dedicated to one thing, which actually looks really sweet, to be honest. Yeah, so I might eventually we might see if I can change out this conductive iron cable, because I don't know if I can put facades on it, which is what I'm gonna do to these conduits, so it makes it look kind of good, so we don't see conduits, because I hate the look of conduits. We're gonna put facades down, but we also need to probably put one on top, I'm guessing, or should we grab some of this? What is this block again? I forget what it's called. What is it? I'm sure I can find it in here. It's core block. Yeah, and then I'll place what, like this over here. Maybe F7 this bad boy. And see if we need to place down some torches, just like that. And then actually we're looking good on torches over here. We just place 2 torches like there. Cool. Yeah, nice. Okay. And now I might also put like a roof over here, so we can make sure we have this like little dedicated area just in case I need to ever come back and look at this. Yeah, anyway though, we did pretty good. Like a two block wide, and we barely went like 1 block under. That's pretty good. We still have to somehow access this drawer controller, but because these energetic outlet cables are kind of in the way to just go straight up, but it's okay. We'll probably just go around. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, it's all right. But yeah, anyway, so we got some new items today. We got the ME fluid interface, and we've completely automated the process of polyethylene sheets, which is really sweet. We just need to somehow figure out what we're going to do with sulfur dust. Here, I'm going to leave this. Yeah, because we don't have any sulfuric dust. Let me think. So, sulfuric dust, we could probably just craft some up real quickly using the Blaze data model. Do we have sulfuric dust? We do not. Wow, that surprises me. Sulfur dust, not sulfuric, but sulfur. I'm actually really surprised that we don't have any. Well, we are going to now. So there we go. This should be storing sulfur dust. It is storing, but it's taking it at the same time because we need it for the ME system over there. And this will all grab up a bunch of it, hopefully. And then store it. Store it away, and then we should be good. Yeah, we should be alright. Here, let me just grab like 32 of this because we don't need that many. That should be good. How low are we on other ores? We're completely out of aluminium. Aluminium is what again? Skeleton. Are these running? No, these are not running. Why are they not running? Pulsating polymer clay. Huh. Well, can somebody please explain to me why these are not running? We'll because they're not extracting. What are these inserting? Or they need brown. Okay. So we extract on what brown? Always active. And that should power up all of these now, right? Huh. Are these powered up or not? What is going on right now? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's working again. I'm gonna turn on round robin though. So all of these are hopefully getting energy at like the same rate. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now they're actually, so now these are running. I don't know why they weren't running in the first place, but that's not a good thing. Let's see, what do we not have on as far as like ingots go? We definitely need more aluminum. What is aluminum? It's Guardian. Let me just grab up some Guardian. Wow, we don't have any. What is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be diamonds, right? How are we even in power right now? How do we have any power? Yeah, we're out of diamonds. Okay, well, I better hurry up and put some diamonds in here, I believe. It's Guardian, right? Nope, it's not. It's not Guardian. It's whatever diamonds was. What was diamonds? Oh, it's that. Crap. Hmm. So, my guess, what we're going to have to do is make another simulation chamber. That's what we're going to do, actually. We can probably definitely afford to make another simulation chamber right now, so we're just going to hurry up and do it. Let me put away all these tools real quickly, just like that. We didn't end up actually using the fluid trash can, and yeah, so you don't need to make a fluid trash can, by the way, if you're making those items. Also, if you're making those items, make sure to craft an extra 2 of these fluid storage buses, because I ended up using 4 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. I ended up using 4 instead of what I thought I was going to use, which was 2. I ended up using 4, but it's just to make my life a lot easier. Yeah, anyway though, so what we need to do is we need to see how many diamonds we have. We have no diamonds. That's wonderful. Great. Well, we need a simulation chamber. That's the only thing we can really do right now. No, we don't need a simulation chamber. No, we don't need a simulation chamber. I lied. What we need is another one of these guardians. Which one was it? It was not the guardians, right? Because the guardians don't give you anything. It was the shulker. We need another one of these shulker ones. Yep, these bad boys right here. Alright, so let me make a shulker. I don't need a loot fabricator. I need this guy. Okay, let me make up this loot. We can take this polyethylene off, which is very cool. I'm actually really happy that we have polyethylene. Let's see what else we need. We need this. We can make that. And we also need a diamond, which we do not have at all. We do not have a singular diamond, but I'm really hoping that there's might be one in the power. Where is the power room? Oh, there is. I got lucky. I did get lucky that there was one. Alright, let me, there we go. I got another shulker data model. Now we're going to run the shulker data model ASAP. Where do I want to run this bad boy? Oh, just right here it works. Yeah, so it's got to get up to the level that the other one was at. But, oh, these are all already configured. How I want them to be configured, nice. Which is, they are, they're going into here on black. And then what are they going into here on? Blue? Okay. Oh yeah, they're being extracted from blue. Okay, that works. Cool. So now, hopefully, after a little bit of running, this should eventually take up to some more diamonds. Maybe I forgot to extract it or set it to extract. So let me see. I forgot to set always active. There we go. There we go. So now when this gets some more alliterations, a lot more alliterations. Hopefully, we get some more pristines, which means we'll get some more diamonds. Which, just like this, we need more diamonds ASAP. We can barely run. I think we have, because we have 3 machines now, so I don't think the one is doing enough. But now that we have 2, I think we can run 4 machines. So I might get one more up and running and put it right here, because this is not a permanent spot. I do not want to permanently put this right here. I'll probably end up putting it, I don't know, just moving it not very far, but just for right now. Yeah, if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, I'm sorry that it was just mainly me crafting and setting up this polyethylene, but we have to get polyethylene to eventually get this set up. But yeah, just follow along. Please let me know if this was kind of hard to follow along, like this whole system, and I might go into more detail, like every single block I might place, I might show. But I just knew that if I did that, it would take forever, because this took a lot of me placing blocks, trying stuff, and then not liking it, and then breaking it, and placing, yeah, yada yada yada. But this is eventually what I kind of like this system that I have right here. It doesn't look terrible, and it works really well. It works perfect, actually. I just need to set up, like I said, this on the storage door. But yeah, anyway, if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Also, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.